So THQ has really been back in a big way over the last couple of years, acquiring a bunch of studios and having a bunch of different interesting announcements about re-releases of games or remakes, and some new interesting style of games. For example, Biomutant, which is supposed to be coming out in 2019, is like an action role-playing style of game. It's kind of interesting because you're playing as like this kung fu style of raccoon from the gameplay that I've seen. Overall, it actually looks pretty decent. A game that I will definitely be interested in checking out. Now we've got some more news from THQ today from their investments call, talking about their first quarter earnings, and we have some confirmation of games that they're working on, as well as a new acquisition. So firstly, Dead Island fans, it sounds like Dead Island 2 is still in development and will be coming out. We don't know when, but the development has been switched over to a new studio, which is Dambuster Studios. Now, Dambuster Studio is known for working on Homefront: The Revolution, which is a first-person shooter game. And this came out back in 2016, and it didn't have a great reception. It was an okay shooter. It was pretty subpar, I have to say. I played a bit of it and I wasn't a massive fan. I didn't finish it, so that I think speaks for itself. But I mean, just because they made one subpar game doesn't really mean that the next game they're working on, which is Dead Island 2, is going to be bad as well, because Dead Island 1 was actually a pretty fun, good game, had a lot of fans, and I think that just the fact that they are still working on it is a great sign for the Dead Island fans. It means that they're still putting the resources in, and they think that it's something that is worth continuing and worth putting out for their fans, and that obviously will sell well. Now, the next big thing we heard about, which is something that I'm sure a lot of people will be excited for. We heard about this earlier, that it's going to be making a comeback, and that is Timesplitters, that are really awesome PlayStation 2 original Xbox first-person shooter. And we got more information, not really what the game's going to look like, what the game is going to be about, if it's going to be a remake or if it's going to be a brand new entry into the series. We got information that Steve Ellis, who is one of the original creators of the game, is going to help in determining where the franchise is going to go. So now this just tells me that they're still very, very early in the development of this game, and we're not going to hear a lot about it for a very long time. However, it is encouraging that they're bringing back the original crew, the original creator, to help determine what Timesplitters is going to look like on either this generation of consoles or the next generation of consoles, and on PC and everything. So that's exciting to hear. And then finally, we got some great information if you're a Saints Row fan. Saints Row 5, or whatever they're going to call it when they release it, but basically a new Saints Row game is in development. Now that's it. That's all the information we got. We don't have a release date. We don't have a plot. We don't have anything that we can really reference to all of these announcements, but we did hear them, and we should be hearing more maybe at Gamescom, maybe at future events. And we don't know if these will be released on the current generation of consoles or the next generation of consoles, but it doesn't really matter. Just the fact that if you enjoy these games, hearing that they are still in development and that they're working on them is great news. And this is just crazy after some announcements that they've had recently. Now, if you think about it, THQ has been announcing some crazy stuff, like they're bringing back Destroy All Humans, which is a really fun game, and I'm really happy that they are bringing it back and remastering it. And then they announced like a $400 special edition for it, which comes with some crazy stuff like a backpack and a big statue. But $400 for a special edition is insane. They even announced a $400 Biomutant special edition, which, I mean, this is a brand new IP. This is something that no one is attached to, and there's no nostalgia for it. So who's going to be spending $400 on this special edition? But I mean, they're putting it out there, they believe in their products, and they're announcing these crazy special editions. On top of these game announcements, THQ also said that they have acquired Milestone Interactive for 44.9 million euros. Now, this development studio is known for making racing games like MotoGP. So it looks like THQ is getting into a lot more racing games, because apparently they have 5 projects in development right now that will all be published by THQ when they are released, which is very interesting. They're really coming back hard. Man, like, they have been in just nonstop purchasing developers and then announcing remakes and new games coming out. And they actually even said there is a new IP that's being worked on by Fish Labs, which is another studio that they own. So this is a lot of news from THQ Nordik. If you like their games, you have a lot to be excited about in the upcoming year. Me personally, what I'm most excited about from all of this, I would say, is the announcement of the new Saints Row game and the announcement of Timesplitters being in development with the original creator, Steve Ellis, or one of the original creators, Steve Ellis. So that is awesome to hear. I cannot wait to see more about this, and hopefully they show more about all of these games that they're working on at Gamescom, which is just around the corner, August 20th to August 24th. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Are you a THQ fan? Do you like the games that they publish? And are you excited about these announcements? I would love to hear what you guys think. Let me know. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new to this channel, and I'll catch you in the next video.